Hi, so today we are going to talk about, I showed you guys how to do the flawless coverage for your foundation with the Coral Hue by the palette by Anastasia last tutorial that we did. So today we're going to talk about baking. Baking is very important. It's a must. It basically holds your foundation and your contouring and what have you together. So what you need for baking is you need a banana powder. You can get that from the beauty supply for I believe $2.99, and I'm going to pick up every product and I'm going to show you as we go through it. And what I'm going to do is every day I'm going to post a video further and further of the finishing makeup product. And then, you'll have a way to basically follow through so you don't feel overwhelmed by one video trying to stop it and rewind it. Like, wait a minute, I missed a session. So I'm just going to break it down in parts for you. And tomorrow we will talk about how to put on, your bronzer properly and a little bit of blush to make your cheeks pop more, and it'll still look natural. So today we're going to work on the baking, and you know what the heck, today we'll do the baking, and it takes 45 minutes total to bake. So if you don't have time like that, you can do like a quick bake, which consists of like 5 to 15 minutes. All right, I shall return. So now I'm back. This is the product. It's by Ruby Kisses. It's high def, 16-hour flawless rub proof wear set and forget setting powder, and it's in banana. And you can get this from your beauty supply. Banana. And then you're going to have your wedge. And that's so that you can pack it on in your face. And your stifling brush is very important because when you get done baking, you're going to need this to brush off the excess powder. And it's called a stifling brush. You can get one by e.l.f., a small stifling brush. Those are pretty good brushes. So now I'm going to open this up. I'm going to take my wedge, the bottom of my wedge, and I'm going to pat it in there. And then I'm going to pack it in here. And I'm going to go in an upward motion. And then I'm going to do it again, a little bit lower, and an upward motion. Okay. It's going to look ridiculous when I'm finished, but I promise you it's not going to stay like this. So then we're going to go to the other side and we're going to repeat the same concept. We're going to go upward and we're going to pack it. And we're going to go a little bit lower and we're going to pack it. Quite the process, guys. Bear with me. Then you're going to go to your chin and you're going to pack it. Lightly pat. And you're going to go to your nose and you're going to pat it in. I'm telling you, this is a heck of a process, guys. And just go upward. And then you're going to do your forehead. You're going to go all the way across. And this is good, to hold your makeup in place. But it's also good if you have, like me, I have oily combination skin. So later on, I want to be looking like I took a whole can of grease and just packed it on my face. You don't want to be shiny. So this is perfect for that, for all you shiny people out there. And you're gonna let this sit for a little bit, and I usually let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then you'll go back through because you're gonna see like little specks, like little spots, which means like the oil is trying to come through. And so you're gonna go back through like within 10 minutes, and you're gonna pack it again. Yeah, it's a process. And I usually pack it, I do it by my I have like a lighter concealer right here. That's what you call nasolabial folds, which means like if you smile a lot, you're gonna have laugh lines. So what you're gonna do when you put your foundation on, after you put your foundation on and stuff, then you're gonna go through with a lighter concealer, a shade lighter than your complexion, and then you're gonna like lightly brush it in like a foundation brush or a concealer brush. You're gonna lightly go in and brush it in, and then you're gonna go through there and you're gonna pack, you know, the banana powder in there as well. And you're probably asking why I went through with a lighter shade on my nasolabial folds. That's because if you put regular foundation on there and it's the same color as your complexion, then it defeats its purpose. The creases are going to show and it's going to be dark and it's going to look horrible. So that's why you go through with a lighter foundation, because it's going to counteract, you know, the dark lines when it creases, so you won't see it. Okay, so this is what we have right now, this pretty canvas or whatever with this banana powder. And I'm going to come back to you guys in 10 minutes, and then we're going to pack it through again. And then after that, I'm going to let it sit for like a hot second. I'm going to take my stifling brush and go through and brush off the excess of what's still sitting there. And then we're going to move on to the next step. So now I'm back. I know it took a minute. Now we're going to move on to taking the banana products off. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more. Oh, I guess I can't. Okay, so we're going to move into taking this excess powder off. We baked for a while now. So we're going to go ahead and take your stifling brush, and you're just going to see all that excess powder just coming off. Just gonna go through and use your stifling brush and just brush the excess powder off. Go through on the other side and do the same thing. And off your chin. Okay, so it still looks a little chalky, but have no fear, because we're going to go back through with your whatever powder foundation that you use. You're going to go back through, and that's going to fix up the chalkiness that we got going on right now. All right, and I think I brushed it out as much as I possibly can. Okay, so now we're going to go to, so it still looks a little chalky. So now I'm going to take your foundation, whatever foundation you use. See, this is a MAC one. I don't know the name of it because I can't see the thing on the back. But I'm going to go through with your powder brush. Just gonna some powder on there, tap it, and now you're going to go through and you're just going to put the foundation all over to set it. Up and out. Down to your neck.